I want to begin with what we heard from Angel Santiago in that piece of tape just seconds ago, this idea that this shooting violated what has been a sanctuary for the LGBT community in Orlando. Tell us about the importance of gay clubs in Orlando in general to the LGBT community.
Bonjour, hello. It's LGBT community has a strong foothold in Orlando, a lot of roots, a lot of influence in the federal law changing for gay marriage in not only the state, in the country. The world is a little bit ahead of us in some country and a little bit behind. So Orlando, we are proud of our LGBT community. I have one of my dearest friends of 25 years is the reason I partnered up with him and opened this club. Gay marriage became legal. At that time, he had it was just the right thing to do at the right time and in the right place on International Drive in Orlando, our tourist district. It's the Times Square of Orlando.
So a central place, but also when we talk about clubs in general with the gay, lesbian community, you know, clubs they not play a central role in terms of providing a safe space for gay people, for lesbians, for transgendered people to find a safe space in sometimes a society that doesn't accept them.
Agreed. I have been here a year building this, not only business, but the resort here, the M Hotel. And in that year, I had a cab driver who I threw off the property. That was the only hate I've ever had. And for safety, I spoke of this before with Ken Story, our local radio host on the college campus here in Orlando. Ken and I spoke of how safe it was on International Drive. We have international tourists from all over the world. We check in Middle Eastern, Asian, every country on the planet comes to International Drive. It's a safe haven for not only tourists, but gays on top of that and lesbians. We have weddings and marriages and people. They come here from around the world. You walk on International Drive at 3 o'clock in the morning and you will see strollers and baby carriages and people from around the world that just landed. They're getting a slice of pizza or they're visiting International Drive.
So that being the case, this is, as you say, a safe space for LGBT people. How are people in the community feeling today, you know, a couple of days after this horrible massacre?
We're all numb. Everybody's numb. You know, there was our vigil yesterday in downtown Orlando. We have a great mayor, Patty Sheehan's one of our Orlando. I'm sorry, it's just been very stressful for everybody.
I understand.
It's our city strong. We will get through this. We're Orlando, and we will get through this.
Well, I can see it's affected you as well.
Yes, sir. So it's their question of the gay safe haven at Orlando, and where I'm at across the street. My business is the Revere Resort, Revere LGBT nightclub is right across from Universal Studios. They have ultimate protection. We have the Eye of Orlando is my neighbor in walking distance. Wet and Wild. We have the international tourist destinations right here. The Orlando Police Department is very safe here. It was one of the reasons I did this. It's not in a back alley. It's not on a side street. I put my flags up on I-4. My neighbors are who I said they were: Home Depot, Harley Davidson, big global companies. And little me, I have the pride flag out there. And on the front, with no problems from anybody until this weekend. So I don't know what it was. We decided to close this weekend after a year and just do private events. So I sent everybody home, and we have lost some friends and one of our workers that we know of. So we're affected like everybody else. The host city knows somebody.
You know, what I find chilling as well as I read about your story, Micah, is this idea that the gunman, Omar Mateen, was the same person who tried to add you as a Facebook friend just last week. Tell us about that.
I believe so. It was, I made a business decision on Thursday afternoon with my business partner, and Friday or Thursday night I was deleting, just scrolling. I had 5,000 friends, and I have 2 cousins, so I don't have family. I have no children. Very few, limited. I delete A, I go to B, I'm on C, I'm just pushing away, and whatever time it was, it pops up A for Amy, my cousin. Hey, Amy, I've got to accept her, and another one. Well, I'm deleting friends. We're really closing the club. Let me see if he's a performer, some kind of a dancer. And he had that picture of him holding his phone with the pose that I get from these guys they're twinks with their 6-packs, and they look all, they look like surfer kids. He didn't look like that. So before I accepted him, I'm deleting. I pushed the review premiere, whatever the word is,
to look at his profile.
So I could see the profile, thank you. And it had Arabic writing. Didn't mean anything to me other than he's not a dancer, he didn't fit the profile, I'm going to bed. And I moved on until Saturday morning when my girlfriend said, hey, here's his name. And I Googled it, and when I Googled it, 3 pictures popped up, and I recognized that pose as being somebody that did that moment, just rang in my head. And it's a very scary thought that I was here and we just decided not to go to the beach and relax rather than come to work and close the doors like I do every other Friday and Saturday night. So I'm counting my blessings. And I'm counting my blessings for those that are lost in Orlando.
And today we're getting these stories that suggest that the gunman actually frequented Pulse nightclub, the fact that he had used gay dating apps to try to connect with people in the community. Are you surprised by that development? Does that scare you?
I would assume that he had come here if he did it with his wife or ex-wife or friends. It seems that's coming out. I'm sure that he had to come through here because we're the new club with a pool, just a bigger venue. We're the new kid on the block. We're right on the corner from I-4 and International Drive. Geographically, when he drove 2 hours to get to Orlando, and you Google gay clubs in Orlando, I'm 1 mile from that exit. Pulse is probably 7. So I was the first guy that was, thank God, not here on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night.
It's hard to think of any good coming out of such a horrible tragedy, but can any good come out of what has happened over the last couple of days?
The influx of support from around the world, Europe, it's incredible. I'm proud to say that I own a club, an LGBT club on International Drive, and the international support and the pouring out has been incredible. When I saw London, and I saw around the world, Canada, Toronto, and all the countries, did a show a week ago, 2-3 weeks ago with Ken Story, proud of my Pride light on there, that was up every single night, and now the world is doing it. It really, I think that's the good, that people will realize we're human beings. Whether you choose to change your gender and go to a different bathroom, or you choose to come into my club or anywhere else at any restaurant or store or shop for clothes, you're just like we're human beings. That's the good that will come out of this. I think a lot more people will tune into maybe telling their parents I'm gay or I'm straight or I want to be a terrorist. So something can be done about it, whether it's good or bad.
Micah, it's been a difficult...
That's my view.
Micah,
So
thank you.
Thank you for having me on your show. Thank you.